Happy listening! You are watching the multi-awarded Radio Bandido TV on Channel 224 Sky Cable and TV Plus boxes. Simulcast on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Informing, advising, and entertaining the Filipinos and OFWs around the world. Streaming live on www.facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. or on YouTube, channel RJAM News. To all Teleradio Bandido viewers and listeners, you can now watch Teleradio Bandido on our new YouTube channel, RJAM News. Hit the subscribe button and like the video. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified when a new video gets uploaded. Don't miss out on our dynamite lineup.
Watch and listen. Kontra Birada every Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Hosted by Attorney Mike Toledo and Attorney Karen Jimeno. This program will discuss the most important and fresh news and events and feature their guest, Attorney Salvador Sal Panelo. So catch Kontra Birada on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, GMA Afforda boxes, and all DTT boxes. Facebook/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and YouTube channel RJAM News.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Welcome to our program Kontra Birada dito sa Radyo Bandido at pati na po sa RJTV. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Atty. Mike Toledo, at kasama po natin ang aking partner. Walang iba kundi si Atty. Karen Jimeno. Atty. Karen, good morning to you. Baka hindi pa nakapasok si Atty. Karen. So on behalf of Atty. Karen, a pleasant good morning to everyone at maraming salamat and thank you for joining us this morning in our show. Kung napanood nyo kahapon ang ating programa, which was from 5 to 6:30 in the afternoon, ating pong naging panauhin ang head ng regulatory affairs ng Smart Communications, the largest wireless communications company in the Philippines. And pinag-usapan natin, very timely, no? Pinag-usapan natin ang cybercrime na nagaganap, yung mga fraudulent activities na ginaganap sa internet. Marami na pong taong naloko dahil po dyan. Kaya po talaga kailangan mag-ingat po tayo. We all know that the Philippines is the number one social media practitioner, so to speak, no? When it comes to time spent on social media, sa Facebook, at kung ano bang plataforma dyan, ay the Philippines is one of the top 3, if not the top. Kaya talagang being a number one user of technology, talagang kailangan po mag-ingat tayo. Nandito na si Atty. Karen. Good morning, partner.
Hi. Good morning, partner. And yeah, we started early pa. I was jumping from another call again.
I was just telling them about yesterday's, just a recap of what we discussed yesterday at kung gaano ka-informative at kung gaano ka-importante yung pinag-usapan natin kahapon regarding yung mga fraudulent activities sa internet, mga cybercrime, yung mga phishing, smishing, and pati na rin yung child pornography.
Yeah, and you know, I know that there was an article on this on the Philippine Star as well that you shared, partner, and that's why I was very happy that you really had the initiative to invite Attorney Roy again, because Smart PLDT is one of is the largest, right? It's the largest telecom in the Philippines. So I was very impressed. I really learned a lot of new things, and I personally didn't know that Smart has been using its own funds to help the country combat yung child pornography, and this is a form of child abuse. So it's really it's an amazing advocacy on the part of Smart to combat this.
Nalaman nga natin kapag partner, we found out that PLDT Smart has been coordinating closely with our government agencies, specifically the Philippine National Police, the Department of Justice, at mayroong mga committee or council, no, na fino-form to combat child pornography, trafficking, pati trafficking of women, kasama na din dyan, partner, no? Kaya it's really good that talagang pinagbibigyan ng importansya, ng pansin itong problema na ito na hindi na basta-basta nawawala to, partner. Alam naman natin kung gaano kagrabe itong problema na to. Not only here in the Philippines, not only in the region, but globally. Isang malaking problema to.
Yeah, I agree. And also, I think to a certain extent, partner, this is unrelated crime to child trafficking or human trafficking. And this is something that a lot of countries have also been trying to stop and prevent. And the Philippines is also one of the countries with the biggest incidence of child trafficking. So I know for USAID, for instance, they've had like a lot of like efforts to stop this and have been working closely with the Philippines government for this. So I'm glad that when it comes to child pornography and sexual exploitation over telecoms, diba, that we have Smart doing something about it along with the government. So again, very, very good. And I really hope that we can have Attorney Roy back, because we weren't able to cover yung recent bill nga that that's going to become a law soon, that allows 100% foreign ownership on telecoms. And that's something I want to understand. Like someone from the industry would have great insights as to how that would affect us as consumers. So yeah, let's really invite Attorney Roy back. And
That's true.
yeah, partner, another good news that I heard today was that Manila mayors are considering, I don't know if it's called downgrading or upgrading, because I know it's downgrading to alert level 1, but for me, that's a huge upgrade, because that means we're going to open movie theaters, gyms, diba? So, yeah, that's in the discussions, partner, and we've logged in the lowest number of cases since this year, since 2022. I think we're at 3,000 something cases na lang as of yesterday. So, new cases yesterday. So that's, I think, really, really good news for us. And if we are able to go back to alert level 1, then that's really good for the economy.
That's true, partner. Tama ka nga, no? Nag-report na yung DOH, pati na rin yung OCTA, that since the start of the year, this has been the lowest daily case rate, no? 3,000 something, as you mentioned. And ito nga, nag-uusapan na ng mga LGU leaders natin na baka pwede na tayong bumaba or upgrade, as you said, no? From where we are now at alert level 2 to alert level 1. At pag yan ay nangyari, at nakikita mo naman, dumadami yung bakuna, no? Tapos na sila sa kanilang complete dose. Yung iba naman, nag-booster na. Yung mga teenagers between the certain ages at pati mga bata, nag-umpisa na rin ang pagbabakuna. And tuloy-tuloy pa rin naman ang pag-observe of the necessary health protocols. I think these are all good signs, partner, that slowly, no, talagang we are really learning how to live or how to dance with this virus. Kasi importante na talaga na bumalik na tayo sa ating pre-pandemic level in terms of our economy moving forward, in terms of our mobility, in terms of our ability to get an education, especially for our children, in terms of our ability to, of course, interact and socialize, which at the end of the day, alam naman natin kasama sa psychological well-being ng tao yan. Man is by nature not an island, di ba? Pag mag-isa ka lang talaga, except yung talagang gusto maging hermit, no? Tago sa bundok. Pero I guess a great majority of us have been longing to really socialize again, meet our friends.
Travel again, oh my gosh.
Travel again, no? Yeah. Even within the country, no?
I agree. And also just having tourists back, that would be wonderful for our economy. And, you know, in the US, in California, they just announced also that they're going to, as of Feb 15, they're going to stop requiring masks mandatory wearing of masks indoors for vaccinated people. So that's another big development. I'm still a bit I'm thinking if that's a wise decision, considering there's also a study that shows that wearing masks, especially the right one, yung N95 mask,
N95.
it really prevent transmitting and getting the virus by as much as 80%. And then for other types of masks, it's 60 or 40%. So I'm still a bit doubtful kung tama ba yung measurement na yun to remove the mandatory wearing of masks indoors. Outdoors, I can be more, I think I'd be more flexible about that. Lalo na for Philippines when it's summer. If you're really like just outdoors walking, I don't understand why you have to wear a mask, right? But indoors, I'm really all for wearing masks. Yeah, but for other states in the US, like California, they've announced that they're gonna stop requiring it indoors for vaccinated people.
As in fact, na pag-usapan natin the last time in the United Kingdom, no, si Boris Johnson actually took out all COVID-19 related restrictions because according to them, very successful yung booster program nila. Kaya in that sense, you don't have to wear a mask indoors or in public transport. I guess wala na rin social distancing. In other words, they're back to normal. They're very confident because of the success of their boosters that mukhang okay na sila. Well, I guess at the end of the day, really, doon naman tayo lahat siguro papunta. Other Scandinavian countries, ganun na din. Talaga yung importante lang talaga. Kaya nag-usapan natin, tuloy-tuloy lang yung pagbabakuna. Kaya kung yung mga hindi pa nagpapakuna, magpapakuna na po kayo. And ang binabantayan yata ngayon, partner ng IATF at ng mga ng gobyerno in general, tinitignan nila aside from the daily attack rate, aside from the reproductive rate, very important, tinitignan din nila yung capacity ng mga hospitals, no? Both on the ICU bed capacity and on the regular bed capacity. Kung hindi naman na-overwhelm yan talaga at nakikita nilang hindi na-overwhelm ang hospital na ito, ay talagang very good reason already na bumaba na tayo or mag-upgrade, kagaya na sinabi mo, to alert level 1. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. And I hope that we start traveling more. Diba kahapon nga, we were reminiscing about Boracay. And then for me, Thailand also just announced that they're going to remove quarantine requirements for tourists. So that's another potential destination for people who want.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and then, siyempre, sa atin naman, pag pumasok ka, wala na rin quarantine as long as you're vaccinated. No? So, magandang mga development ito. Kasi ang importante dito, partner, while these things are good, no, and moving, at the end of the day, it's still kung ano talaga yung confidence level ng mga tao. So, if they have faith in the country or the government or in the system, pag talagang feeling nila pwede na, then they will venture out. Kasi kung may duda pa, kung meron silang crisis of confidence up to now, at parang wala pa rin silang siguro believe sa possibility na talagang wala na itong pandemya na ito, medyo it will take time. It will take time. So we really have to build the confidence of the people, not only in our country, but in other parts of the world. Na it's, we're slowly getting back to normal, to get our lives back, and but still to follow certain health protocols until talagang masok na to.
Yeah, and speaking of confidence, like I hope that the US reconsiders their warning about going to the Philippines, because even if we remove restrictions for people arriving here, but then the US included us in the list of countries that they highly as high-risk countries. So they tell their citizens that to reconsider not going to the Philippines unless it's absolutely necessary. But considering we're showing very low case counts recently, I hope they take out that restriction, or at least that restrictive warning.
I agree with you, partner. Ako rin, this year, well, I'm just saying it, I don't have all the facts with me right now, no? Pero ang masasabi ko lang doon, di ba mas maraming namatay doon? Di ba mas maraming nagka-COVID doon? Di ba mas maraming hindi nagpapabakuna doon? So, yun lang. Parang maybe it should have been the other way around. Tayo na issue ng
I know, they actually,
warning.
kasi their case count is so high and their
Yes.
death rates are also so high. So I don't know. Siguro to prevent their citizens from dying further.
Maybe. That's a good point. Sayang din partner, no, na hindi natin siguro makakasama ngayon si Secretary Sal. Baka very busy na siya sa pagkakapanya kasi nag-umpisa na nga yung campaign period, no? Kasi gusto ko sana siyang tanungin kung eto na, no, nag-umpisa na yung campaign period, sino nga ba ang so far kasi wala pang ini-endorse si Pangulong Duterte, and it would have been interesting to find out kung by this time meron na ba. Kasi so far, sa mga pronouncement ng Presidente, sinabi niya, in fact, sinabi niya, one of these days he will reveal the weaknesses of the candidates or of certain candidates. But he also said lately na sabi naman niya na all of them are qualified. Except nga daw, wag lang yung parang ang kaba niya ay yung kung sino man yung kandidatong yun ay baka lumakas daw yung communist movement, which in his opinion, yes, ito daw talaga dapat ay hindi na, it's an ongoing, it's one of the longest, di ba, insurgency, I think, perhaps the longest in the world, you know, this insurgency that the country is facing. And kaya sabi niya na to now, hindi pa nasusugpo, at yun lang daw mantayan natin. Pero wala pa siya talagang in-endorso.
And speaking of endorsements, what did you think of the proclamation rallies yesterday? So, tama ka, si Mayor Isko did it in Manila, and then the rest were basically in their hometowns, except for BBM and Sara. So, we have Isko in Manila. Yeah, all of them in their hometowns. Isko in Manila, Pacquiao in Jensan, and Senator Ping Lacson in Cavite, and then Lenny Robredo in Camarines Sur, and then yun nga lang, tama ka, BBM and Sara in Bulacan, yung sila lang yung hindi
Pilipinarina,
yeah, but the Octa research was also saying that this is just like one of the potential super spreader events, yung mga ganitong as you can see from the footage, hindi na observe yung social distancing. But what did you think of the proclamation rallies?
Bago ko sagutin yan, partner, let's take a short break and balik tayo. So huwag po kayong umalis. Babalik po kami.
Welcome, the newest addition to our lineup of explosive anchors. A veteran broadcaster, a sports news anchor, race car driver, columnist, and reporter. Ira Panginiban and his program, Free Spits. Free Spits, a parody of free speech, a right we always abuse. Free Spits, freewheeling discussions, no holds barred. Free Spits, the real sentiments of the Filipino people. Free Spits and Ira Panginiban, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on Teleradio Bandido TV Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, GMA Affordable box, and all DTT boxes. Also heard on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Also seen on Facebook/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and YouTube channel RJAM News. Bangon na! Tanghali na! RJ na! Sally Masa, with host Sunny Ilustre, digs into current events and human interests. All viewers and listeners are invited to take part in the discussion. All opinions are welcome and respected. Sally Masa is open to assist those experiencing injustice. The motto of the show is, if God is with us, who is against us? Seen every Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m. on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air channel 29, facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and on RJAM News.
Watch and listen. Kontra Birada every Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Hosted by Attorney Mike Toledo and Attorney Karen Jimeno. This program will discuss the most important and fresh news and events and feature their guest, Attorney Salvador Sal Panelo. So catch Kontra Birada on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, GMA Afforda boxes, and all DTT boxes. Facebook/DZRJ 810 AM and YouTube channel RJAM News.
Welcome back. Kayo po ay nanonood sa ating programa Kontra Birada dito sa Radyo Bandido at sa RJTV. Ako po si Atty. Mike Toledo and kasama po natin si Atty. Karen Jimeno. Partner, sasagutin ko yung tanong mo kung how I found the several kick-off rallies ng ating mga presidential candidates. But siguro bago ko sagutin din yung partner in relation to yung pinag-usapan natin earlier, na wala pa nga ini-endorso si Pangulong Duterte, I guess most, if not all of these candidates are really trying to get his endorsement dahil unang-una, can you imagine partner, ito na nga, patapos na yung kanyang term. And yet, yung satisfaction rating niya, the latest SWS survey showed na ang taas pa rin. No? Very satisfactory. Kaya, siyempre, if you have that, plus the party, for example, the logistics of the party and the grassroots support of the party, malaking bagay. But going back to the question, partner, well, as always, no, nakikita mo naman na clearly yung mga proclamation, or rather, not proclamation, but yung mga kick-off rallies na nakita natin, as always, na dapat na nga naman, well organized in the sense na talaga makikita mo na may director. Pinagplanuhan talaga, no? Kung sino magsasalita, kailan magsasalita, anong sasabihin, kompleto sa mga, you can see because also of the social distancing requirement, nakikita mo yung mga maraming mga TV, no? Mga screens. And some of them very, very high-tech, no? And of course, you have the different speakers plus the senatorial lineup, although napansin ko, some of them could not be physically present. So in some cases yata, in-air na lang yung message. At kasi siguro dahil nga, di ba, some of the candidates for senator are also adopted by the other parties, no? So mahirap nga naman hatiin yung katawan. And some naman were represented by their either party mates or their family members, like in the case of Senator Hunasan, he was Secretary Hunasan, he was represented by his lovely wife in one of the kick-off rallies. So, ano naman partner, in my view, the kick-off rallies, as far as all the candidates are concerned, were quite successful. Ang napansin ko ng partner, and this is based on what I saw lang on TV kasi I was not personally present in any of the rallies. No? Makikita mo dun sa Philippine Arena, ang dami talaga. Parang, I think in terms of numbers, marami talaga. Philippine Arena can actually accommodate 50,000, pero from what I hear, kaya nga para hindi mag-violate ng mga protocols on health, I think mga 25,000, I think.
So they didn't allow. Because I remember for the BBM Sara proclamation, they have tickets, right? That you have to get in order to go in. So they only gave out 25,000.
I'm not so sure exactly on how many they gave out, but balita ko, I don't know for a fact, but balita ko lang, na instead of the full capacity 50, di ba? Mga 25 lang nga daw ang kina-allow, no, para so talagang may social distancing. But just to show you na I guess the kind of kickoff it is, it's in a huge arena, which is the Philippine Arena. I'm sure you've been there yourself, nanood kasi ng concert or something, di ba? Napakalaki. In fact, one of the biggest, I think, in the world as well. No?
Yeah.
Covered, no? So, well, that's I guess that's a sign na talagang tuloy-tuloy na yung kampanya ng tandem ni BBM at Mayor Sara.
Yeah, and you know what I found also as a controversial statement was with Mayor Sara saying that we must protect Bongbong Marcos. I don't know if you saw that in the in some of the news outlets that covered the proclamation. So I guess that has a lot to do with the pending disqualification cases, no? Like referring to that as what she was saying, bakit kailangan i-protect. But another, I think, criticism, or not really criticism, like yung mga isa lang na dinudugtong na controversy with the BBM Sara tandem holding the proclamation in Philippine Arena was whether they have the endorsement of Iglesia, if that's a sign na sila ini-endorse, or whether they're trying to get it. Because I heard a political analyst saying that by holding the proclamation rally there, that's income to Iglesia ni Cristo, and therefore they're probably trying to get the endorsement of Iglesia because Iglesia is known to have a voting bloc. Anong mo dyan, partner? What's your take on that?
Sinabi ng kanilang spokesman, and a very able spokesman, no? Si Atty. Vic, that hindi, of course, who does not want to get the endorsement of the Iglesia ni Cristo being a voting bloc? Any political candidate, whether running for local or national, would always welcome the endorsement of the Iglesia ni Cristo. Pero hindi daw nila, kumbaga, ang sagot niya doon sa question na tinanong sa isang television program ay they do not expect na ibibigay sa kanila. Of course, they want it, but they don't expect it. They will respect the decision, kung ano man ang decision ng Iglesia ni Cristo with respect to that matter.
Yeah. Okay, that's I think that's well said. Wala pa palang wala pang ini-endorse ang Iglesia ni Cristo, no? I guess like
it's too early, I think.
Yeah.
The only time I recall that the Iglesia really endorsed early on was when President Estrada ran in 1998. Early on pa lang, very clear na sila kung sino yung kanilang susuportahan bilang presidente. But right now, I think, hindi ako nagkakamali, wala pa naman ako narinig may endorse sila openly. Not yet.
Well, exciting times, partner, because from here, tuloy-tuloy na yan, all the way up to the elections, right? It's going to be very exciting. But I wonder when COMELEC will really rule on the disqualification cases, because the things we were talking about na abangan natin, like with Secretary Sal, remember when he was discussing this with us, yung pag-retire ni Commissioner Guanzon? And from what I understand, in that same division that was supposed to decide on the disqualification cases, the other commissioner already retired. Tama ba? So the only person who will be left is Commissioner Amy.
You're talking about Filorino?
Yes, so that ano ba I think one of the arguments of Commissioner Guanzon was that since nagbago na yung composition of that division, then it should be that case should be raffled again, because yung intent though of having that division decided has already changed. So I don't know, have you heard na meron na bang mga napalit na mga commissioners?
Wala rin akong narinig pa, partner. Tatlo silang nag-retire on the same day, if I'm not mistaken. The chairman, Abbas, of course, our friend, Atty. Bing Guanzon, and one more commissioner, I forgot the name. Tatlo sila, kaya I do not know kung na-fill up na yung mga posisyon na yun, but of course, I'm sure it will be filled up quite soon dahil definitely the COMELEC is now front, center, and back of what's going on. I mean, now, of all the constitutional bodies na nasa saligang batas natin, the COMELEC now is the main body, di ba? Dahil nga sa darating na halalan, which, as we discussed, medyo talagang filled with excitement because there's still a pending disqualification case, which is like a sword of Damocles hanging on the campaign of BBM. But at the same time, we all know that BBM, looking at the latest survey, balita ko nga may isang survey na ginawa ang, was it Manila Bulletin together with a group of Amgen?
Manila Bulletin. Let me check that.
55%, 57% lead.
Yeah. Let me look at this again because I'm looking at the iba pala ang tinitignan ko yung Business World presidential
Parang-
opinion polls.
yeah.
Marcos is 51%. And then you have Moreno at 14%, Robredo at 11%, Pacquiao at 10%, Lacson at 8%. So even if you combine the 4 other candidates in the top 5, that's still less than what Marcos has. So pretty amazing.
Yeah. That's why some there are those who are obviously anti-Marcos to begin with, no? Or perhaps even anti-Duterte to start with. Kanilang view talaga is that sana daw ang yung apat na tumatakbo. No, they're not exactly in the opposition, maybe except for VP Lenny. Sana daw mag-usap-usap na if they have the chance now to perhaps put a stop to the BBM Sara Duterte juggernaut, so to speak. That's the only chance they have. If they really feel strongly that Bongbong and Sara should not be the president and vice president of the country, yun na lang daw ang last pag-asa nila. Yun ang sinasabi ng mga ibang analyst. Pero alam naman natin, I think that's kind of hard to expect any one of the 4 to be willing to slide down and give up and say, okay, first of all, who will be the candidate that will stay? Di ba? And sino yung 4 o yung 3, okay, we will just support you. Kaya, as it is right now, partner, talagang my feeling is unless disqualified, alam na natin kung sino magiging presidente at vice president.
Yeah, oo nga. That I think so. Unless something drastic changes in terms of like, I don't know, pero ibang-iba talaga, partner. Kasi nung kay VP Binay before, the thing that changed, I think, the way things were turning was the investigation on the overpricing in Makati, right?
Yes.
Pero walang ganun si dito eh. So,
Wala.
Apart from the disqualification cases, I don't see anything changing.
Oh.
Well, it's already 12 o'clock. As you said, nga, mabilis talaga lagi pagka yung 30 minutes ng program natin. But it's great again, partner, to have you, to discuss with you. And tomorrow, we still have Thursday and Friday, 11:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. again. And please join us Thursday and Friday. And enjoy your lunch. And magpapaalam muna kami ngayon ng aking partner na si Atty. Mike Toledo. So please join us again tomorrow here at Kontra Birada.
Thank you so much, partner, at sa ating tagapakinig at nanonood. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Have a good lunch. Maybe sa Tuesday, sa Martes, magpag-isip pa namin kung sino ating magiging panauhin. Pwede ituloy natin ulit si Atty. Roy Ibay or maybe somebody else to discuss other important issues. So with that, thank you very much. See you again tomorrow. See you, partner.
Thank you. Bye-bye.